One of the most powerful features of Adobe Illustrator is its wide selection of flexible drawing tools. From the pencil tool, which gives you unmatched control while drawing freehand shapes, to the powerful and flexible pen tool. You can start drawing quickly by first importing a sketch or a photograph as a reference. Here I've imported an image into Adobe Illustrator as a template. I can then organize my drawing layers above it. The new intuitive pencil tool lets you draw freehand shapes quickly and easily. You can edit and reshape your line by just drawing back over it with the pencil tool. The line is instantly reshaped. Using the smoother tool, you can further refine your shapes, smoothing out paths and curves. Use the pen tool to draw with even more precision. Drawing straight lines is as easy as clicking from one point to another. Illustrator automatically draws the path between the 2 points. Adjust segments by choosing the Direct Selection tool and clicking on an anchor point. To draw perfect curves, just click and drag from the anchor point to adjust the point's direction handles. Drag the handles in the direction that you want the curve to follow, and click to set new anchor points where you want the curve to change direction. To edit the shape of the curve, click and drag an anchor point, or drag the direction handles. To start drawing a different shape, deselect the path by clicking away from it. To continue drawing a path, position the pen tool over an endpoint. The pointer changes slightly to indicate you'll be adding to the path, then click and drag again. When you're drawing a closed path, Illustrator indicates when your pen is back over the path's starting point. With a few shortcuts and new tool enhancements, it's easy to draw any shape imaginable. You can modify your drawing instantly using shortcuts. Here, for example, we drew a smooth point where we needed a corner point. To put in the correct point, you simply go back, press the Option key to access the corner point tool, and drag the direction line to create the corner point. You can adjust the position of a point by holding down the space bar while drawing. And if you use the Option key while drawing, you can create a corner point, all without stopping. You can also quickly delete a point simply by moving the pen over it and clicking. Or you can add a point by directly clicking on a path with the pen tool. For editing an entire path, use the Selection tool to select a path with a single click. When you click on an object or a group of objects with the Selection tool, a bounding box appears around it. Use the bounding box to move or scale the objects inside the box. Illustrator also lets you easily group objects and edit them together as a single unit. Grouped objects can be moved and transformed together. Illustrator's drawing tools allow you the flexibility to choose from the easy-to-use pencil tool to the more precise pen tool. And with shortcuts, you can quickly create the artwork you've always imagined. For a complete list of shortcuts, see the Shortcuts section of the online help. And for detailed step-by-step instructions on drawing and selecting, try out the tutorials on this CD.
Adobe Illustrator 8.0 new features provide the powerful and flexible solutions you want to streamline your workflow and boost your overall productivity, freeing you to be more creative. For example, by taking advantage of Illustrator's improved layers, I can create templates to use as the basis for my artwork, and I can hide, lock, and print layers. The Enhanced Pencil tool with built-in editing lets me draw smooth, freehand curves more easily and with less learning time. And if I change my mind, I can quickly reshape the line I've just drawn. For even greater access to my tools, I can tear off the tools I want and place them wherever I like. Using the new Smooth tool, I can smooth out segments of my line, or erase a segment using the new Erase tool. With the new Brushes palette, I can apply brush effects in various styles and patterns along a path. I can use a wide range of brushes, such as calligraphic style, scattered objects, patterns on a path, and art on a path. I can use the brushes that are already in the palette or in the brush libraries and experiment with creating some of my own. Illustrator also has improved integration with other Adobe products. My layered Illustrator document retains its individual layers when I export it as a Photoshop file. Illustrator provides several new and expanded ways to create stylized drawing effects, such as better object blends, new shading options, and pen and ink effects that can even be applied to photographs. With the Enhanced Blend tool, I can blend more than two objects. Change their shapes and colors, and have them follow an irregular path or spine, which then can be updated immediately. Using the new Gradient Mesh tool, I can apply sophisticated dimension to any object. Once a mesh is created, I can select an area, make adjustments, and vary colors in multiple directions. Using the new Photo Crosshatch tool, I can get great stylized pen and ink etching effects. Illustrator also provides several new and expanded ways to improve your productivity. The new Navigator palette makes it easy to quickly zoom in and locate any specific area of my file. Illustrator also provides improved capabilities when working with text. I can now use the eyedropper tool to copy type attributes in one area and apply them to type in another area. I can also see hidden characters, such as spaces and line breaks. With the Actions palette, I can automate a series of commonly performed steps into one task, from production-oriented tasks to creative effects. Here, I'll add an outline effect to this type by simply playing an action. Adobe Illustrator makes almost every task easier to do. New Smart Guides help me to create, align, and edit objects. And I can now use the Selection tool to select any object or group of objects, and then use the bounding box to scale, move, or copy them without ever having to go to the toolbox. I can use the free Transform tool to rotate, scale, reflect, shear, and distort it. With the new palettes, many tasks become more manageable, such as the Pathfinder palette, which makes manipulating shapes more convenient than ever. And the Link palette, which I can use to get updated information about any linked or embedded graphics in my file. For more information about using these new features, see the online tour and tutorials. The Adobe Illustrator new features offer you even greater power and flexibility, freeing you to be more creative than ever before. Adobe Illustrator is the industry standard for illustration software, providing you with the best solutions for print, presentations, and online.